Hey guys, this is Floor from ReVamp. You are watching The Age of Metal. Enjoy.
It's the truth against my heart, or just my heart against it all. It's hard to tell. It's my will against myself. My body failed to keep it up. It's hard to see. But I couldn't bear my own state. Couldn't bear the sight. So I hit myself and stood strong until I had nothing left. Nothing left. I was forced to let it go. Feel what I had done to wrong myself. Destroy myself.
Hello everyone, this is Miguel with The Age of Metal here at Asylum Records in Tempe, Arizona, with none other than Floor Jansen of ReVamp, and of course, Nightwish. How are you, Floor?
Hi, I'm very well, thank you.
Well, last time that you were here were in different circumstances. Now you are touring with ReVamp. Pretty much to start with the obvious question, how has been the tour in the United States for ReVamp?
It's been great, really great. I mean, it's the first time that ReVamp has made it over here to the US. Even though this is our second album, but the reception's been so great. We get warm welcomes every night. There are quite a few people who really do know us. And of course there are a lot of people who never heard of us before, who are a little bit evasive in the beginning of the show, like, let's see who they are. But usually it takes us about 2 or 3 songs and then the whole venue goes upside down. So what more can we ask for?
That's good to hear, and that's actually a good response for, you know, the album and backing up the tour. So far, which one you will say that had been the highlights of this tour?
Well, I usually don't like to really point out one, because it usually makes other venues or other crowds feel like, okay, so we weren't good enough. But we played a very great show in New York. That was the biggest as well, nicest venue, best facilities, and so the total picture was just great, and the audience just went crazy from the get-go. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you've been touring the United States already. You did a tour with After Forever and another tour with Nightwish. Yeah. But how has been the tour affect the guys of ReVamp? How have been for them?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, how have been they received the, you know, going city by city, the reception of the people?
Oh, you mean like how it's been for them since it's their first tour? Yeah, geez, I of course it's hard to speak for them, but I noticed their excitement about it. In one way, everything is very new, and the other hand, it feels like, you know, we went into the tour modus very easily together. Sometimes they get excited about something that I take for granted already, like, oh, look at that, and I realize, like, yeah, of course it's the first time they see this. I got used to it a little more, but that's very cool. It's cool for the both of us. Yeah, I think everyone in general is really enjoying it, and the guys are very happy with the reception too, amazed by it, and I think, you know, for the group dynamics, it's been great. I noticed that we are very much a band. We have a great time together, so it's important.
That's good to hear. Through the shows, the fans, how have they react to the live material? Which song kind of like have become the hit of the anthem for the people, from the fans?
Sorry, I don't think we play 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not that much you can do, especially with 2 albums out. Mm-hmm. We made a lyric video of a song called Nothing, mm-hmm. Which I think on the video and on CD works great. Live, somehow not really. Okay. We did it a couple of times and noticed that the reception was just okay.
Okay.
But so we started doing different things, but a song like Wild Card, like the title song, works really well. Wolf and Dog, really well. We have some stuff from the first album. We make a bit of a combination of the first and second album, and I can't really say that song in particular within a 30-minute set, but yeah.
You sharing the bill with Ice Earth and Sabaton, how their fan base have responded to ReVamp?
Very well. I mean, it's funny to see that all three bands bring very different energy to the stage, a different music. You know, it's all metal, but it's the variations are big. And I think I was talking about it with my band the other day. One of the guys like, yeah, I think the diversity here in the States works really well. In Europe, I think the audience would like to see three of the same type of bands. All heavy metal, or you know, all more symphonic or whatever style of music, and here people are way more open to different kinds. And I think the combination therefore here works amazingly well. And yeah, if people with both Sabaton as Iced shirts come to you like, wow, I love the ReVamp show and I want to get some stuff of you, I want to make a picture with you, that is, I think, yeah, kind of shows it. Yeah.
That's good. That's good to hear, because I mean, Ice Earth has a strong fan base, and Sabaton have been growing up a lot in the States in the last 4 years. Now, on Wildcard, some of the lyrics were very linked to personally your burnout back in 2011. After the burnout, what do you do? Do you have to take any kind of a special, or no, well, not special, but probably some stuff to do to don't get to that point anymore, knowing that you now have two different responsibilities, one in Nightwish and another one in ReVamp?
Yeah, of course. And even if I wasn't in bigger bands, or even if I didn't do anything, no one ever wants to get into a burnout again. But part of the recovery was definitely realizing how I got the burnout in the first place. And it took me a year and a half to get rid of it, so that's a long time to rethink things. And of course I didn't know that I would get a call from Nightwish, but that definitely immediately had to put all the theory into practice. And even though I might just be working more than I ever did before, weird enough, it's you know, the lows and the peaks are quite extreme. Yeah, I feel like I do things differently, so I'm not doing anything less. Like I said, probably more, but the way I do things, yes. The way I look at things, much different.
Do you practice yoga, feng shui, any kind of relaxation methods to help you out with that?
Yeah, but I think I can't do like relax yoga because that drives me insane. Okay. It's not relaxing to me at all. I mean, everyone has their own ways. I can't say that yoga in general always works for everyone or whatever. I think everyone needs to find their way, and I found my ways of relaxation that helps, and if I stick to that, then yeah, that keeps my body and mind safe. And it's not just about relaxation, it's definitely also how you do the things that you have to do.
Gotcha. Well, definitely that's good to hear, knowing that you went through that. I understand that with Nightwish you will be on studio later this year, but also notice that on ReVamp, on the latest album in Wildcard, you're experimenting with grunting voices and grunting vocals. Will be any kind of room for those kind of voices on the new Nightwish album?
Would be great. I cannot say anything about that yet, but yeah, I mean, it's there. So, but it's like with all ingredients to a pie or to whatever you make, it doesn't always make the pie better if you use everything. So it's, if it fits, it fits.
After this tour, you will be visiting South America. Last time that didn't happen in 2011. What are your expectations? I know that you've been in South America with Nightwish, but what are your expectations for ReVamp for South America?
Ooh, I don't know. I think, I mean, my experiences so far with both After Forever and Nightwish has been great in South and Latin America. So I think for ReVamp it's going to be great too. We have a big fan base there. If I see what's happening online and the response that comes back, I think it's going to be cool. I mean, but nevertheless, it's our first tour, so let's see what happens.
Until this morning, I listening to the new Avalon album, the Timo Tolkki's project, and yeah, the song "Design the Century." How was
only that song?
Only that song.
Okay, cool. I haven't heard anything, so.
How the collaboration came to be?
He emailed me. Yeah. And
you guys did fire shelling, or you just went in Finland and?
I came to Finland for half a week or a week to record. Yeah.
Also, I know that you've been hosting a vocal masterclass. called Your Voice. Are you planning on doing more of that? Because I understand the two that you did in Holland were totally sold out.
Yeah, I did indeed one afternoon of 2 classes in the Netherlands and one afternoon of 2 classes in Finland, and both were very successful. I actually tried to get them, set them up here in the States during our tour, but most venues just don't have facilities, not even for a band to have their dressing rooms, so let alone do a masterclass. So I guess, yeah, that didn't happen, unfortunately. But whenever time allows me, I used to be teaching way more, but you know, since I've been so busy with 2 bands, barely any time left to really teach. So that's why the idea came to do master classes, so I can still reach out to people who wanna, I call it like pick my brain about certain things. I can't really continuously work on something with someone, but hopefully give them tools to work with, and that's, I like it, that's satisfying. So maybe, yeah, in the near future. I mean, first this Latin American tour comes up. July, August, September is for Nightwish rehearsals, recordings, and there's some time afterwards, but since we talked about burnouts and all that stuff, the last thing I want to do is overwork myself before the next Nightwish tour starts. So, you know, whenever time and energy allows it.
Well, with Wildcard out and the tour undergoing here in the United States and South America, when we will see again something for ReVamp? Because obviously you just say that you're going to be working in Nightwish for the next year and a half.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, the album should come out around this time of year, a bit before. So after these tours, we have one festival in the summer. I don't know what was up with the organization, but nothing more happened. Else we would have done more festival shows, and then yeah, then I don't have any time to tour with ReVamp until the Nightwish tours of the new album are done. So that will take a couple of years, and it's really hard for me to pinpoint into the future, like yeah, then we're going to do this or that. Yeah.
But we will certain that will be a continuation of Wildcard, a continuation of ReVamp, right?
There's definitely a desire for it within the band. Yeah.